Uh, guys, we are back. We are back. Hold on. Hold on. Gotta hit the. All right, guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and yes, this one is a little late. Okay, I was when this information dropped, I was in the middle of doing something, and you're like, bro, you were doing something in at 4:04 in the morning, guys. Don't worry about that, bruh. Don't even worry about that, bruh. Um, so when this dropped, me and the gang were like, yeah, that's baby on baby, bro. It has to be baby. I saw some metal cooler cope because then we're like, oh well, we could easy A the LR STR cooler. Truth nuke. Okay, actually, because that would be great because LR Golden Frieza most recently easy A'd. Golden Frieza to slot 1, cooler to slot 2. We could be cooking. But I'm not ready for that just yet. I think Wicked Bloodline needs a little more help before we start easying the heavy hitters. The Golden Frieza was a heavy hitter. STR Cooler will be a heavy hitter. And I think when we get the super easy A for the OG Tech Golden Frieza, the God lead here. Hold on. Um not you, not you, yeah. For this guy, we get a super easy A for this guy. Yeah. Then we'll start cooking. I mean, even though he'll fill the same niche as this guy, right? So I guess, or you have stuff like that. Easy A for where is he? This guy here. Yep. Of course, and when this guy gets his super easy A, right? We will be there. We will be there for that. Right? So you have those Friezas. Anyone cooler? Yeah, these two are obvious. Uh this guy's super easy A is probably years away, not gonna lie, so I don't anticipate him doing anything. Um yeah, and it's really slim pickings for cooler here. Or the super easy A for this guy actually. I forgot about him. The super easy A for that guy. He's from the same meta as Blue Kaioken Goku, if I remember correctly. So he could be on the horizon again if they decide to do that, right? But he shares a name with this guy, so they wouldn't be able to link. But anyways, back to the units that is actually releasing that we know are releasing. So it's Baby, right? Transforming Baby. You have Super Baby 1, Super Baby 2. He goes into Great Ape. The unfortunate part is when you look at Baby, um, yeah. So this guy is not really. I mean, when he had the limited time boost, right? He was really good because he had the limited time boost, but he's just raw stats, right? He has no damage reduction or anything. He's just raw stats. He does have a debuff, I guess, but yeah, so that's not really happening. This guy released a while ago. 2023 unit. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, almost 2 years old. This guy. I mean, not you're not using him, right? You're not using him. Um, this is the TUR for the LR, I believe. So this guy, I'm still kind of hoping will easy A, because I mean, dude, guys, like what? Good link set by the way. Thirst for Conquest, Metamorphosis, Cowardice, whatever, Nightmare, GT. Of course, these all guys will have Hatred of Saiyans. Um, who has Hatred of Saiyans? Oh, it's literally just Baby and High Check. Okay. I think you could do I think you could Loki stick that on like a Frieza Loki. If they were struggling to get links for a Frieza, but yeah, it's really slim pickings. Then we have this guy who easy A'd obviously earlier this year. Um, but he's a nuking type lead. which means, yeah, while he'll share big bad bosses, Saiyan Roar, right? Again, then you have Thirst for Conquest, Metamorphosis. He'll share all these juicy, delectable links. But because he's a nuking type lead, he'll be banned for a lot of content. Because they don't allow you to set. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. They don't allow you to set these guys on your team for fear that you'll use them as their leader skill and then you cheese the event, right? Um, you ask me, this could be easily solved. You could just simply make it so you can't put them in the leader slot. Truth has been saying this for years at this point. I mean, and he could still have some sauce, especially when he's next to his counterpart, which we'll take a look at. Right? He has, the additional super, right? He has, right? He has dodge, damage reduction. He has this building up thing, which is fine because you have launches additional, launches and additional. Then you have his Great Ape, which is a free turn. Right? But it's just can't use him because leader skill. So Dokkan moment. Anyways, before we get to the actual baby, let's talk at Trunks possessed. This guy sucks. Um, and as this guy says, it's because he has this right here. Or he doesn't have this right here. When receiving is far better than after receiving. When receiving is far better than after receiving. Because when receiving will apply as soon as he's targeted, right? So, mid turn, it will proc. This, as you might be able to tell, only activates after receiving an attack. So you have to live whatever hit him first before you get this proc. Whereas you don't have to for this, which is what makes this Gogeta very good, because he has his damage reduction, he has 200 when receiving an attack, then he gets another 200 when it's a super attack, plus he has his null encounter. Um, uh, this Trunks, obviously, I don't expect to be on par with an LR like that, but he's supporting, right? 50%, 5% here. If this was damage reduction, if this was like 10%, not gonna lie to you, if this was 10%, we're low key cooking. We're not really cooking, but it would be better if this was like, if this was like 15%, then you had this. Oh, now we're feasting, right? But he has guard. Um, right. This is not great. A lot of debuffing on this team, right? You have this debuffer. You have, well, in I can't even name an event where this guy wouldn't be banned in, but he debuffs as well. He has Thirst for Conquest, Coward, GT, Hatred of Saiyans, First Battle. Then he has Loyalty as well because he's a minion. Then he has Royal Lineage. Um, raises defense for one turn. Seal Super, I guess, right? But like this guy, he really isn't. He really isn't anything. Um, it's not great. Yeah, he's not great. This dude fucking sucks. He's not going to slot one. Um, yeah, he doesn't. I mean, he is still bad. He can't even. Yeah, he's not on Omega's team, by the way. He's not on because Omega. Let's go back to cards. Um, oh, I was gonna say I don't have to type him because he's right here. He just came out. Omega is these three. This Trunks, being that he's a possessed Trunks, he's not on the categories that Baby himself would be on. I mean, he's still on Terrifying Conquerors, but as you can see, he's not on Inhuman D's. He's definitely not on Power Absorption, and he's not on GT Bosses because that's reserved for Baby himself. So this guy, he sucks. I'm sad to say. Pretty much a 0 out of 10 unit. You're not going to use him ever, right? Ever. Um, but let's get to Baby himself. Right. So Baby Um, I like baby, right? So this is base form, 250, great chance of evading and guard. You know, I love my great chance of evading. When attacking with 12 or more key, he gets this plus chance of evading attack was 10% here. Um, so this guy plus again Omega will start to cook, by the way. And like this is really just the sign of Omega being absolutely so incredibly good, right? But this guy, I mean, this is just his base form, right? So like his base form is really short, right? It's really nothing too crazy. He raises stats for one turn, right? He has his usual links, a good link set again, big bad boss, instead for conquest, metamorphosis, all good links. As you can see, he shares big bad bosses, GT Fierce Battle, right? So he shares the three key ones with Omega. Um, and when he transforms, though, transforms from the fifth turn on the character's entry turn, or when there are three corroded body of mind or GT bosses categorized on the team starting. So, yeah, on the team starting from the third turn from the character's entry turn. So it's entry turn, not start of battle, which means you could be stuck in this form for a little bit. When we get to Super Baby 2, this is where we start cooking. Um, so first of all, he stacks, and you know how much I love my stacker units. I still, even though I have my gripes with int hit, I still love the guy. So great chance of evading, guard, and he just gives this for free. 60% category allies. If this was GT bosses as well, holy fuck! But it's not, so let's relax. Um, corroded body and mind. I mean, you look at corroded body and mind right now. Um, let's let's go, baby. Corroded body and mind. Um, this guy, the goat Spopovich. Goatovich. I'm not really too big a fan on this Shinemba. His tanking I still find to be okay on a 220 or a 200. I don't know. Did he have a 220? I can't remember. But he does pretty much no damage. And this guy similarly he does no damage in base. I think you genuinely would be better running a full Rose clone team and this guy than trying to run either of the Janembas. And then you go back and you start having like, yeah, this guy, no, you're not using this guy, you're not using anyone here, right? If this STR Janemba gets a super easy A, we're balling. Again, not happening, not happening, not happening. Unfortunately banned in a lot of events. You could use him on the Omega's team. We're talking about Omega's team. And then you're on to SSRs that nobody cares about, right? So yeah. I guess him plus AGL Rose will be good. Little attacking, he has a 20%. So he has 9, I guess the guy says 90% dodge chance. Guard. He foresees the enemy super attack. He has damage, a small bit of damage reduction. And then he gets this if there or is a superclass enemy or there's a Earthblade Fighters enemy. So I think superclass enemy you'll see that pretty much all the time. Earthbred Fighters, you'll probably see that a little less often, but it's a decently wide enough category because Earthbred Fighters, um, right, Earthbred Fighters is pretty much, it's like every Goku, um, right, you'll see it all the time, right, it's every Goku, it's first of all, it's every human in the show, right, it's every Gohan, every Goku, as I see, every, so you'll get that a decent amount, right? You'll get that a decent amount of the time. So if you're I'll say if you're fighting superclass enemies, there's a chance you probably are also fighting Earthbred fighters. And if you're not, just get the key spheres, man. Just get the key spheres. And guess who you'll have helping you with the key spheres, bro? Guess who you'll have? You'll have your boy Omega. I should have kept the Omega page open, but you'll have your boy Omega, right? you'll have your boy Omega for this turn, right? And if you're running two, you get another one, right? You'll have your boy Omega changing keys first. So yeah, this guy is insane. And then on top of that, if that wasn't enough, right? Again, great links, great categories. Then he has his Great Ape, which you can just do from the turn after you get his Super Baby 2 form. So, um, again, this is usual stuff. Guaranteed crits. His active skill can only be activated in this form, right? Raises attack by 1700 temporarily. Holy moly. Causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Like, yo, guys? Number one TUR? I wouldn't say so. I don't know if he's the number one TUR, simply because his own team, his lead is currently is not that great. You guys make him ass. What? He's not ass. He is a little dependent on his not that very good team, but again, if it was that point, you can still run Rose, right? You can still run Roses with him, which will be good. And if not, double Omega, boys. Double Omega. Okay. So, yeah, this guy, I would say if his lead was a little better, like his lead, he's corroded body. Hold on. I gotta go back to the first page. His lead, corroded body and mind, or Battle of Fate, 200 and 170. So Battle of Fate is very good. So that part is very good. Corroded body and mind, as we saw, is not that very good. And then you have the additional 50% to Terrifying Conquerors, Final Trump Card, or GT bosses, right? So it's really not that great. Battle of Fate and Final Trump Card, that mix is definitely his most potent mix. But yeah, there's really not much else to it besides that. You go, hold on, let's go categories. Let's do final trump card. Um, and this guy's on Battle of Fate, I believe. Um, but I mean, he's see, this is the issue because Baby also wants corroded body and mind more than he wants the other thing, right? So he can give his support and he can get his additional stats and stuff, right? So you have the Zamasus, right? They're on final trump card. The merged Zamasus are on final trump card. Um, uh, is this Boo on corroded body and mind? Maybe not this one. No. Um, it really is. Ooh, I forgot this guy existed. Yeah, it's really not. Again, this guy would be great if he wasn't banned. So whatever event he's not banned in, Cook, right? Zamasus. He gets a super easy A. I don't know when he would, but if he does, that would be great. But I think this baby is a little wonky, but I think when he gets cooking, he really starts cooking. So yeah, I'm again, the Trunks is a pretty much 0 out of 10. Holy, okay, let's not have that play. Thank you very much. Um, I think the Trunks is pretty much a 0 out of 10. I'm really not impressed with him, but Baby I quite like, and I think he's really good. So that's gonna do it for us at this time. Please leave a like if you liked the video. Make sure to comment and subscribe as well. My name is Luna, also known as Luna the Programmer, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.